Hello. I've been requested to do a makeup tutorial based on Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. I'm really tired of it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so you'll know how. And this is how you do it. I'm using the product Rigid Collodion again, which looks like this. Right. I'll put a link in the sidebar where you can buy it offline for cheap. You can get like 3 bottles for like less than 20 quid. Dollars, depending. And I have no eyebrows, so I look like a seagull, so I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and do this because you're like, oh come on Dorian, please put on some eyebrows. So, I'm gonna start with the white. And the white is just, well, white. Notice I've only done the rigid collagen here on my lip, and that's because I'm going to add the rest of the scar with the liquid latex because it's the first one to come off really. And if you want it to last you all night or all day, if you're going to a convention or you're just going out or for Halloween, that way it'll stay on all night long. That'll do. Just like that. Now, he's got a lot of stress lines on his face, and these are really easy to recreate. Just by getting a regular paintbrush, get it nice and wet. Because the Snazaroo is water activated, frown hard. Now you can always go over this after the paint is dried, which is what I like to do. I'm gonna move to the liquid latex and show you how to use that, which is just a bottle like this, and I got it from Burns & Harris or any any art store, and apply it again with a paintbrush. And he's got like it's almost like a snake tongue, the look of it. And what we'll do is, once that's dry, we'll peel up the edges so it stands out from the rest of the skin. To me, it's not dark enough, so I'm just going to use a color palette and just use a really nice dark blush, like a skin toned blush, with a brush that's not a paintbrush. I'm just going to use a regular angle brush for that, because I think it will work better. And just go over what I did. Okay. Move to the eyes. I always do the red last just because, well, I'm sure it's just easier for me that way. Paintbrush, black, Snazaroo. Works the same way as the others. Water activated now. What I always like to do first, because he's got some serious lines on his face, is to take just a regular eye pencil, a black eye pencil, and draw the stress lines as finely as possible first. It looks crazy, but there's a method, I promise. That's roughly done, and then we're just going to take the black with the paintbrush and do the eyelid first. I say do the eyelid first just because his eyes can be so easily made too large and too small or not enough, and this way you can judge how big you need to make it. I always like to make it look like he's frowning, and that's just by making an arch and making it higher on one corner than it is the other. Okay. And that should be the look for the eyes. That's a good start. It doesn't look so symmetrical. Would be bad. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the red now. And guess what? I couldn't find my red snazaroo, so I'm gonna cheat and use red lipstick. Tell no one. And this is just a red Stargazer lipstick, and it's number 132. My old address when I lived in the States. I'm gonna make sure this brush is pretty chunked with this stuff. Bottom lip first. Never do the red on the scar on your lip that goes down, because it just isn't. Now if you want to make sure you don't overdo the red, I'm going to show you how. And if you take your bottom lip line, where your lip, just before your lip curves up, take it from there and draw a line outwards, and then fill it into the crease on both sides. Now, his makeup's pretty caked in these scars, and since they're quite indented on my face, it exhausts. I'm just gonna go and take the brush on its flat edge and just pat it into the scars, following the lines. Try not to go overboard with the red, because the more you put on and when you smudge it, it'll just go everywhere. This line, to make it look like, because his parts were quite puffy on his face, and to accentuate that with makeup, drop your head and go right under where you've made the scar. Miss a spot into the crease here, and up, back, and up, and then leave it alone until you get up to the top. Now, when it comes to the smudging, just use your finger, be very gentle, and pull down. Same with the top. One side's always a lot grosser than the other, I noticed. And he always licks the corner of his lip, so I always smudge it there. Yep. The scar here, if you just pull your lip in and rub. That's it. Other than that, get your hair really gross and wet and part it somewhere.
Greasy.
Get it green if you can. If you have dark hair, get a cheap spray. They'll be really popular for Halloween. Get them in like party stores and car gift stores and shit like that. And my hair's a little bit too volumized to do that look. But I can pan out. That's in, out. Yep. So there you go. That's how I do the Heath Ledger Joker look. I hope you have a great Halloween, and I hope this helps. Have a great convention-y goodness. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe.